uh, going back to the 3 A's, I can hit on acceptance now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because along with accountability, no one's gonna hold me to a standard anymore. You know, I'm not affected by 670 dash whatever. I don't have UCMJ. I could do whatever.
Yeah.
But I still hold myself accountable, and I think because I know a lot of the people I used to serve with and work with, they still follow me on social media and stuff. And to me, I'm like, oh, I'm just posting whatever goofy stuff I want. But you know, awareness comes into it. All right, hey, these people remember me as a professional. These people remember me as a leader. You know, nobody's holding me accountable, but you got to be aware of that. And I know after the Army, I had my personal issues pop up, and I got into low points and rough points. And, you know, for a while there, I was ashamed. That's why I haven't posted in so long, because I was ashamed of the stuff I went through. You know, nobody wants to admit, hey, I'm living in a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Hey, I had legal issues. You know, nobody wants to admit that.
Yeah.
But that's where acceptance comes in. Hey, staying off the internet, that's not going to help me, you know, be better. You know, get back online, join a fitness group, keep posting, make yourself, you know, accept
so when you say
that,
acceptance, you talking about acceptance of yourself and who you are.
Yeah, acceptance of, you know, just because this happened in my past, that doesn't mean that's my future. And
but dude, check this out, bro. Everybody has a past. Everybody has skeletons. The only difference between your skeletons and my skeletons is that you've shared some of your skeletons and I haven't shared some of my skeletons. And it's like that with most people. A lot of people walk around here like their stuff don't stink, and it do. It's just they're hiding it, or they're masking it, or they're not putting it out there for the world to see. But here's where you have a one up on them, because you have said, I'm going to put, you know, at least a certain part of my story out there for people to see. Now you don't have to worry about those people no more. You can tell all them people to kiss your behind now. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to live for them. Like, it's just like, I don't know how to say it, but it's almost like F the world, but not like in a negative sense. It's like you just don't really care what people think anymore. And, you know, you care to a certain point as you want to represent yourself, like you said, on social media in a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, when you don't have that pressure from other people, dude, like, and you can be who you are, dude, that's like one of the biggest game changers of all time. Like the fact that you can say, hey, I was here. So now no one can hold that over your head. Like, no one can say, oh man, you remember you was homeless, bro? And like, and guilt you into certain things, or make you feel bad about where you came from and the different things that you overcome. Dude, when you put that out there to other people, now, like I said, they can't use it against you. Do you remember, I don't know if you watched it or not, you're a little young, but you may have watched. Did you ever watch 8 Mile?
Bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, well, it was like with Eminem and everything. So, I mean, long story short was like, you know, they were rapping, had a rap contest, a rap battle and stuff like this. And like, he kept like choking and everything like that. And he gets stage fright and stuff. So what happened was he got on stage and it was a rap battle and he ended up going first, just like one of the finals or something. And what he did was he just talked about himself the whole time. Talk about he wasn't nothing. Talk about his mom. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Cheddar Bob. All that stuff, right? So once he did that, like, you couldn't hold anything against him. What can you say about somebody who has already looked themselves in the mirror and have already accepted their flaws? Dude, that's the biggest game.
Okay, I will dive into one story. Okay, so last summer I had my first run-in with like jail and stuff. And it wasn't until I looked in that like bathroom mirror. It wasn't a mirror for safety purpose. It was just a piece of shiny metal.
Yeah.
And when I looked in that, I was like, man, can I stand to look at this face in this mirror for another day? And, you know, it took hitting rock bottom to you can't find out where you don't want to. Hold on. How did I used to word this? you don't have to know where you want to go as long as you know where you don't want to be. Something like that.
Dude, that was me. Dude, that's the reason why I joined the military. I was running from home. You know, I'm not gonna get all into a bunch of stuff right now. You know, that'll be when I do my book. But but it's, you know, I didn't know. I just knew that in my hometown it wasn't anything there that I wanted. So I just needed to go somewhere else and and start all over. You know what I mean? And so like what you said is totally true. You know, it's sometimes, you know, sometimes running ain't a bad thing. Sometimes running from our problems and getting away from our situations can be the best thing for us. You know, so I know it was for me. You know, can't wait to leave. Could not wait to leave. But you know, I enjoy life now. You know, I enjoy getting up, you know, having the flexibility to work out and do the different things that I want to do and stuff like that. And like, you know, the military, I would be lying to say that the military didn't have, you know, something to do with that, you know, all of that, you know. And I did learn a lot from the military, you know. I learned a lot about fitness from the military. Most of my fitness knowledge came from the military, to be real. You know what I mean? I trained cadets at NC State. I've been an NCO for a long time, dude. Like, training people in fitness is like I don't have all the degrees that everybody else has or a certain certification and stuff like this. But dude, like, I didn't train soldiers to go to war. So I ain't worried about necessarily having a certification or anything like that. Is there some, so would you be interested in doing something like that? Or are you interested in maybe, you know, eventually training people? Because, you know, you talk about mentoring people, you know, you have a lot of information and you learned a lot of stuff. And, you know, even where you are right now, you have a wealth of knowledge and information. You have a lot right now with your experiences in the military, in and out, that you have to offer people. So, and if you're into fitness and stuff like that, there's something that you've thought about?
Yeah, and that's another thing I think about often is you know, I like a lot of aspects about the military, but I can't go in because one reason or another. But
Yeah.
like you said, I still have all that knowledge and experience,
Mm-hmm.
and I still keep up with like the points and who gets pinned and stuff. And you know, I'd be on track for, you know, E6 slot right now, and I sort of think to myself, had I stayed in, had I still been like in an E6 spot or something, what standard would I be for the people under me? And even if in my life right now I don't have any people under me necessarily, I sort of think like, what if I did? You know, what would I have to offer them? You know, because recently I just came out of a semi-long relationship, and you know, that was my structure for a long time. It was, you know, me and her. How was your day? How was my day? Hey, you want to do something? Blah blah blah. And once that ended, I was like, man, what do I do with all this free time? I have so much, you know, things to who am I going to tell my day about? You know, who am I going to, hey, have you checked your tire pressure? You know, I feel, and like I was joking with someone the other day about like renting yourself out as like a rental husband or something. Like, hey, I'll change your tire this weekend. Or
dude, we can have a whole conversation about that once we end the show.